I'm going to get the cheaper food because after all, my body isn't going to notice the difference. It's going to process it just the same. And in the meantime, I'm going to save all kinds of money because the food is cheap. All right, you might want to cover your kids' ears for this one or just watch it later. But that is the dumbest, fucking, most self-destructive rationale I've ever heard in my life for buying the cheaper food. In reality, if we get away from illusion land, no shit, people actually say this, it just blows my mind. But in reality, when we get away from illusion land, your body does notice the difference. And it's the norm in this culture, this country that we live in, that people do get the cheaper food and they don't really think it's going to have that much of an impact. And those same people, which is about 8 or 9 out of 10 people, they're diseased. With not 1, not 2, but more chronic diseases brought on by their lifestyle choices. These people live in a sick codependency and an even sicker neediness for medications to make up for lazy, stupid fucking lifestyle choices. You know, the kind of lifestyle choices that makes corporate America richer at the expense of them becoming poorer. This is the number one reason why there's such an income gap in America. It's not politics. It's because people act very fucking stupid with their decisions that they make and the rationale behind them. The reason why there's CEOs in this country that will make 700 times more than you in any given year is because of choices like this and rationale for it. It's completely preventable. Now, people that think this way, which is most people, so if you're going to go with the grain of most people, I mean, this is like 80-90% of everybody in this country thinks this way, they live this way, and they need these medications as a crutch for their own stupidity and laziness. But if you're going to go down that road, you're going to spend more than $100,000 on average. You're going to spend more than $100,000 on healthcare related costs. That doesn't include what the insurance company covers. This is your deductibles. This is your co-pays and things like that. So it's actually a lot more expensive to get the cheaper food because you're going to more than make up for that. And then in terms of how you feel. And then you're doing all of this, making other people very, very stinking rich so that they can have more while you have less, and you do it to yourself with your own stupidity and your own fucking self-destructive beliefs. It's so needless. I'm not saying any of this to judge anybody. However, I do judge the demon in your head that gives you these really bad ideas. At your core, I don't believe anybody is as stupid at their core. I really don't. I believe that there's an ego at play, that we've all got this ego that we've got to do battle with. But this ego builds this facade to protect the self-image from being hurt. Because your top priority is to not give somebody a reason to say something bad about you. Your top priority is to not take a blow to your self-image. So we build these facades and we come up with all these ridiculous rationales, these excuses. We rip everybody off around us from even getting to know the real us. All the while, this stupid self-destructive facade is ruining our lives. It's also ruining our country too, by the way, and creates this enormous income gap in our country. Politics did not create this income gap. You did with these stupid rationales for these really bad ideas. So don't do that anymore. And if you agree with the message in this video, then please share it. I think this is a worthy thing to get out there so people start making better decisions. We can close the income gap. Quality of life dramatically improves for everybody if this idea will pass on. But I'm telling you, this idea doesn't have a chance to pass on so long as people's egos are going to be too high and people won't have the humility to criticize what they've always believed and what they've always done in terms of really bad ideas. And people that's going to criticize me for, I'm sure I'm going to get some hate mail. That's totally fine. But then again, my priority isn't to protect my self-image from taking a blow. My priority isn't to never give somebody a reason to say something bad about me. My priority is to make a difference. That's where my humility is. It's to make a difference. And I hope that yours can get there too if it's not already there. If you feel this message is worthy to be shared, please do. It's important. It's really important. It's one message that would have a domino effect over every aspect of our personal lives, as well as our country at large. It really would. I've also got, my website if you want to dig more about me. It's called fireyourboss.xyz, not .com. That's totally different. Fireyyourboss.xyz. And please share. Thanks everyone. I'll be making my next video very soon. Take care.